right, here it is, the Battletech Beginner Box. A great way to get into Battletech if you're not yet ready to fully commit to the wargaming system. This retails for about 20 bucks, and it's kind of gives you an inkling of what this old venerable wargaming series has to offer you as a wargamer. Definitely the newer aesthetic that has been introduced into the Battletech video game. And so, yeah, let's see what's inside the box. First off, I'm just going to turn to the other side. You get two mechs here, the Wolverine and the Griffin, some mech cards, as well as a quick primer on the game, the quick start rules, pilot cards, and a hex map sheet for you to play your introductory game. Also has some terrain and hex, and 2 dice. Let's go ahead and see what's inside the box. I'm going to open this up. You have your 2 mechs, the Wolverine and the Griffin, both medium mechs, and I guess a great way to introduce to yourself to how the mechs play in the game. Good representation of the mechs. You have this Golden Rule short story, which kind of just immerses you in the fluff of the game, get you ready and get you excited. You also have the mech cards that were listed or were seen on the back side. I'm not going to open these up. We'll take a closer look at them later, but they give you just the stats for the mechs, as well as like the hit points on the mechs and the areas that you can hit with your weapons. You have your pilot cards, and these are double-sided, so you can have different pilots for different mechs. Two 6-sided dice. Then you have your quick start rules. This will get you running quickly. It's not a very long manual. On the backside, you have your tables and your sequence of play and all that stuff. So this is a great way to get you into the game playing faster. They included a hex, if I can get this out, hex paper map, and it is double-sided, so you'll have 2 different types of maps available to you. I'm not going to fold this out. It's kind of large for my camera, but yeah. And then you have this card stock, which includes more terrain for your hex maps, as well as cardboard punch-out representations of the mechs, so that even though you only get the 2 plastic ones here, you also have the ability to have more mechs in your lance. You can create a full lance. Okay. Finally, we have an advertisement for Ironwind Metals. Now, Ironwind Metals has been making Battletech miniatures for quite a while, and if you want to expand upon this beginner box, you can go over there and purchase some metal models. And then you have kind of like a quick primer about the Inner Sphere. This is set during one of the Succession Wars, so this just kind of gives you information, brief overview of the factions in that war, as well as information about so we're just going to take a closer look at the mechs. What I love about this iteration of Battletech, especially the new plastic models, because for the longest time these models were only available in metal, and they were from the 80s, 90s, and you could tell by the aesthetic of the figures. They've actually, with Catalyst Games, with their new castings, have made the Battletech mechs a lot more beefy, has more of a modern aesthetic, and yeah, looks great. Look at the next model. And these are hard plastic and very well detailed. Alright, the last thing I want to show, I did end up laminating the mech cards, because in the game you basically have to mark off where your mech has been hit and what sort of damage it's been taking. And while these cards were kind of a glossy finish, I felt that having them laminated will allow you to use dry erase markers to mark off the damage and then clear it off so you can use it again for your next game. So this particular version of the Griffin just has this, and then some art on the back. This version of the Griffin, so the first version is the 1S, and then the second version is the 1N. And really the difference is it denotes in the weapons and like armor and all that stuff. But on the back of this card is some fluff about the mech itself. And then again, I did this for the Wolverine, the Locust, and then the Thunderbolt. And while I wish they kind of had the Locust, actually, while I wish they kind of had more of the figures, again, for 20 bucks, you're getting quite a lot of stuff here. And it should at least give you a taste of how Battletech plays. And if you're interested or have further interest in the game, then you can buy the Game of Armored Combat box set, which actually includes 8 of the new sculpt battle mechs. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more unboxing videos from Wargaming Noob.